I want more.
Protect your peace of mind. That's really, really important. Even when things are stressful, being stressed is a choice. So choose peace. I know it sounds hard, but it's like putting a smile on your face when you're not real happy. It changes things. Really, try not to be stressed. Protect your mind so you can have peace of mind. Let's do that in today's practice. This is a 1 hour long restorative practice. We're going to have lots of pentacles today, kind of our little commas, little pauses in the pose. I promised a long toes pose, and I promised broken wing yesterday in our practice. So that's what we're going to do today, and we're going to do some other things too. Hi, I'm Jan. This is Piper, and this is your Yoga from Home. This is 316 Yoga. This is where you do what is right for your body. Only you know what's right for you, and only you know what you need today. The biggest thing is just don't hurt that wonderful, precious body of yours. Find peace in your body. This will be the happiest and easiest to do hour of your day if you do it right. Listen to your body and don't hurt. Back out of it. Nobody's making you do anything that isn't right for you. All right, one of the things we do is we lock in a stress number in the very beginning. So right now, as you're here, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10, pick a number, and so you can come back to that number and quantifiably identify how you've changed in the hour after the practice. And if you don't stay for the whole hour, that's fine too. Let go of all of, expectation. Just let it be. All right, so you got your stress number locked in. Props. Be near a wall, because we're going to do legs up the wall if you like that. If you don't have a wall, if you're not near a wall, you can just send your legs up, or you can just use a chair and bend the legs and bring the calves onto the seat of the chair. It all works. Just make it work. That's the thing. Other props you're going to want to have are your blocks, your 2 yoga blocks, or 1 yoga block today is all you really need. A blanket, a big bolster from your sofa, or a big yoga bolster, which are really great, and they're strong, they're firm, but they're really supportive. So if you're going to do your restorative yoga, which you should do regularly, just go ahead and buy a yoga bolster. They're really great. Have some water or tea or whatever beverage of your choice handy today. An eye shade is a wonderful thing for your final shavasana. I'm going to use it in a couple different ways today. A towel, a little hand towel, is always good to take to whatever yoga you're doing. And like I said, the block. So those are your props you're going to need today. You got your stress number locked in. You're going to be near the wall. One last thing to say before we start, and I'll say it again. This is a Thursday. I know we do these again on Sunday, repeat them on Sunday. Oh, that word, I'll get to that in a minute. I want you to be flexible, okay? I want you to be flexible. I'll tell you about that in a second. But our Friday practice, tomorrow's practice is, you guys got to help me out with this, because I got to catch a plane. That sounds so cool. It's going to be a 30-minute practice, and we're going to use those sliders. So bring some towels or sliders, and it's going to be a challenge, but it's only going to be 30 minutes long. Yay, all right, good way to start your holiday weekend. So the word to think about is flexibility. So you're being flexible and helping me get the plane. Also, flexibility means to bend without breaking. Be willing to let go. So let go and adapt. All right, let's start. Okay, so come into your child's pose. For your child's pose today, here's how we're going to take it. Bring your little eye shade and your block. Maybe set it up. If you don't have an eye shade, that's okay. Maybe just create a nice little, sweet little pillow for your head. Take your bolster vertically on your mat. And we're going to hike our knees up to about center. Then we're going to sit our bottom back on the bolster. And then sink on down to your little pillow setup here. So the idea is you're going to keep your back nice and flat in this in the child's pose where we begin. So sink on down. Place your head on whatever setup you've got. Sink your tailbone back to the back of the room. And if you just mentally think of that, you just even really feel it happening. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Place your arms wherever you like, whatever feels natural and comfortable and just where you want to be today. Let your chest really settle into that bolster. Maybe spread your knees a little bit wider. Close your eyes. Breathe any way you like. Breathe deeply and find calm and peace of mind in your body. I'm going to stay here for several minutes, and I'm not going to talk. Breathe and let go. Take a deep breath in and a big breath out, letting everything be heavy as you settle into your child's pose. Let the thoughts go and just enjoy peace of mind on your mat in this moment. You can stay in this child's pose longer. Nothing wrong with staying an entire practice in child's pose if this is really feeling awesome for you today. Stay. I'm going to go into Pentacle next. If you'd like to join me, slowly, maybe keeping your eyes closed. You could keep your eyes closed through this whole transition. Maybe slowly press on up off of your setup and send everything to the side. And you come to fully reclined on your back. So legs are long, arms go high overhead, and even enjoy sighing it out and making sounds as you come down here. Big capital letter X in your Pentacle pose. Feel the length in your hips. Let your toes, pinky toes, kind of drop to the sides of your mat as all four limbs reach to all four corners of your room. Our pentacles today are brief. They're just little commas, little pauses in our practice. But if you'd like to stay here, do so. I'm going to bring my arms down by my sides, heavy, heavy arms down by my side. And then I'm going to turn my neck, turn my head in one direction. We'll do the other side too. But work the ear, or maybe a little more of the cheek toward the mat, while your shoulders are soft and away from your ears. Just breathe here deeply. And then when you're ready, slowly bring your head back to the midline of the body. Take it really slow and enjoy the little skull massage as you get here. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Softening in the shoulders. And then gently turn your head to the other side. With each exhale, maybe try to turn the neck a little bit more. When you're ready, bring your chin back up to a natural position towards the sky. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. You can still keep your eyes closed on this one. Bring your legs together and press on up to a seated position, and we're going to find our toes pose. So press on up. Find your block. And let's do a toes pose. So your shoulders are over your hips. Tuck your toes under. Place your block behind your bottom. You can put your bolster there too. And we're going to do a nice long 3-minute toes pose. I've set the timer. Hands wherever you like, maybe down on your thighs. Prayer center as you reflect on that peace of mind that only you have control over. Or maybe you bring your hands behind your back and reach for opposite elbows. Settle in and breathe. So think of the words surrender, soften, and just let go of the struggle within. Hello to Tammy and Esther, Lynn, Roger, Kelly, Tim, Connell, Stan, and Liz. You've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning with a tornado warning. Oh my, I don't want to hear that. That's where I'm headed. So you need your restorative yoga. We all need restorative yoga. Rest to refresh and rest to recharge. Are your jaws clenched? Kind of find some space between your teeth if they are. Maybe run your tongue around your mouth and then let it rest at the bottom of your mouth. Soften in your eyebrows. And as you take a deep inhale, kind of enjoy that little reprieve on the toes. And as you take a deep exhale, settle into your toes. And you know it's always an option to hinge forward a little bit and take the pressure off the toes if they are painful. Find the rhythm of your breath. Accept what is in your feet. Don't think it's painful, just accept what is. When you're ready, bring your arms around to the front. If you had them in a ragdoll pose, wiggle your wrists, let it go. We're done with a 3-minute toes pose. Good on you. That's not easy. Remove your block, come to a neutral tabletop, and just lift your toes up. Take it really slowly. Squeeze and scrunch your toes. Spread them wide. Circle the ankles in both directions, and then tap your feet out on your mat. Let's do broken wing pose for our shoulders. We did that the other day. All right, so what you're going to want to do is slide on down to your belly. And let's start with the right arm. Tee out your right arm so the arm is at about shoulder height. And then you're going to change this, maybe wiggle it, move it, do whatever is right for you as time goes on. So tee out your right arm. You're on your belly. Roll onto your left hip, or your right hip, So the left hip is up toward the sky. The right arm, bend it and place the palm kind of under the collarbone, so it's your leverage to intensify this pose even more. You know, you might want to slip a block under your cheek or your folded towel if that feels better for your head. Let your legs be long, and I'm going to set a timer for 3 minutes here. Now your legs, they can be long or slightly bent. You know there's an option too, where you take the top leg, bend it, and place the sole of the foot in front of the extended right leg. Maybe you'd like to do that. Or bring that top leg behind the extended leg and plant the sole of the foot behind the leg. I'm just going to keep my knees slightly bent today because this is a pretty intense pose. I'm going to take it a little easy. Nothing wrong with that. Big breaths in, big breaths out. And as always, soften the area between your eyebrows, your jaws. Soften in your top shoulder. And don't stress over the pose. Take it slowly and just play with it a little bit. Maybe intensify it a little bit. Or maybe not. You know what you need. Come back to your breath. No racing thoughts. Let them go. And just focus on your breathing. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Feel what you feel, and we're going to transition to the other side. So maybe one more cycle of breath just to really appreciate where you are in your shoulder. And then as you're ready, slowly come out of it. Send your legs long if you took an option there. And then roll onto your chest. And let's do the other side. Extend your left arm long. Same pose, different side. And then bend your right elbow. Use that as your leverage to roll into your left shoulder. Knees may be bent or legs long. Whatever feels right for you today. That's the ticket. Do what feels right for you today. And every day is different. Big breath in. And big breath out. Check in with your jaws. Are they clenched? Let it go. Don't hold stress there. Soften in your top shoulder. Let the stress go. Let the mental stress go. Deep breath in and deep shoulder softening breath out. Think of sending the breath to your left shoulder as you create space in the shoulder, allowing it to be more fluid, to be more flexible, to be more mobile. One last cycle of breath before we come out of this, and just feel what you feel. And let's come out of it. Slowly roll back onto your belly. Bring your arms down and roll on over onto your back as you come into a pentacle pose, those little comma poses. And bring your blanket with you to the top of your mat. Pentacle pose, make a sound coming down. Let it go, let it be. Arms high overhead. How do the shoulders feel? Legs long. You're in a capital letter X shape. Just drop into a place of total stillness and just bask in your present moment. Big belly raising breath up to the sky. And a full exhale where you imagine your navel coming back to touch your spine. Slowly bring your arms down by your sides and rest those shoulders while you turn your head in one direction, giving a nice stretch to the neck. 5 cycles of breath here. When you're ready, slowly as you're inhaling, bring your chin back up to the sky, and we'll take this next stretch on the other side. Exhale into it, soften your shoulders. And with each exhale, maybe you can take the stretch a teeny bit deeper as you relax in your shoulders. Slowly inhale, bringing your chin back up to the sky, and find that blanket. Bend your knees and place the blanket between your knees and take a reclined deer pose. So let the knees fall to one side of the body or the other. I'm going to let them fall to the right to begin with. Tee out your arms and gaze toward the left side of your room. So the blanket's between the knees, so the top knee, the left knee's not hanging out in space. Just be comfortable here as you look in the opposite direction to which your knees are falling. Opposite direction of which your knees are falling. Both shoulders are down on your mat. Check in with them. Arms are extended long, and your gaze is as far left as you comfortably want to take it. Deepen your breath. As you're ready, start with the head. Bring your head back to the midline of your body. This is a fun, easy transition. Just let the knees float on up to the sky. Readjust your bottom and then let the knees fall to the other side. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And as you exhale, turn your neck in the opposite direction. Knees are falling to the left, gaze is going to the right. Arms are teed out, shoulders are soft. 3 minutes on this side as well. Let your right shoulder be down on your mat. Let your knees fall comfortably. You got that blanket between them. Let it feel good. Find total stillness and your breath. No thoughts, just breath. Surrender your shoulders completely to the mat. No tension there. How is your neck feeling here? Would you like to turn it a little bit more to the right? Take a deep breath in as you enjoy this twist. And a deep full breath out. Maybe even sigh it out. Slowly, take it slowly. No rush, no hurry. Enjoy it. Bring your head back to the midline of your body. Bring your knees back up to the sky and remove your blanket. Hopefully a block isn't too far away and you can grab it. Your knees are bent. Let's go into a brief pentacle pose. And you got the block nearby. We're going to come use it in just a second in our supported bridge. So send your legs long, nice and slowly. Feel what you feel in getting here. That's what's nice about Pentacle. Feel what you feel in the getting there. Arms lift high, all four limbs to all four corners. Big breaths in. And big breaths out. Stretch it out. And just kind of revive the body here. Come back to the midline. Let it be a new opportunity to let everything go, to just start over. Stay here if you like, or let's move into a supported bridge. Arms float on down, capture your block on the way down. Bring your legs back to a natural position with a bend in the knees and the soles of your feet on your mat. Press your hips high up to the sky and take your block at whatever height you would like and place it at your low back. Now here's the trick. You want to place it really, really, really low on your back. Right on your tailbone. So that's right where your glutes divide, right at the top there. Adjust the block so it's comfortable. Many times we want to put it higher, and if that feels right for you, go ahead. But the purpose of this supported bridge pose is to decompress your low back. And those are your vertebrae there. You want them to decompress using gravity. So bring the block a teeny bit lower. Adjust it and settle in. So you can almost imagine, you can imagine anything. You can almost feel, while imagining, those low vertebrae decompressing because you got gravity working with you. One of the nice times when gravity works with us. So adjust your feet, be comfortable here, and breathe deeply in your supported bridge pose. 3 minutes. Feel good. and enjoy. Deep breaths. Let all burdens of your low back and the tension in your hips rest on that block. There's not a lot of press into your feet. Your feet are just support here, but not a lot of weight in them. The weight is resting on that block. Soften the area between your eyebrows. Breathe deeply and rest your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Maybe this is starting to work some real magic in your low back. If that's the case, stay here. You are your own best coach, your own best teacher. Listen to your body. If you'd like to go into a legs up the wall pose, let's do that now. So we're going to press the weight into our feet. Lift the weight up off the block. Slip the block away and roll your vertebra down one at a time. Take it slowly. Really feel each one. Keep your tailbone tucked until you get to the very, 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 very bottom. And then release your tailbone to the mat. It's just good to be aware of your body, isn't it? All right, let's press on up and make our way to the wall. For today's legs up the wall, maybe you want to bring your eye shade or your towel or your blanket as well. I'm going to use the bolster to rest my hips on. So first thing I'm going to do is come up next to the wall. Remember, you could do your calves up on a chair bottom too if the wall isn't accessible to you. Scoot a hip up to the wall. Have the bolster nearby. Hip is scooted up to the wall, not touching the wall, but a couple inches. Come on down to your back and send your legs up the wall. And you can stay right here. Or like I said, I'm going to use the bolster. Easiest way to put it in there is to first bend your legs on the wall, push your feet like you're coming into a bridge pose up on the wall. So push your hips up and then slip that bolster under wherever is comfortable for you. Then you can play with it, adjust it. And then send your legs back up. Arms wherever you like, down by your sides, palms up or down. A hand to the heart and a hand to the belly. Or even arms overhead might feel really good. If you enjoyed doing your shoulder stretches today, why stop? Keep at it. Close your eyes and rest here. And one of our favorite poses. We'll be here for about 5 minutes or longer if you want. We'll make that decision in a bit. But right now, just enjoy your variation of your legs up the wall. Unclench your jaws. Eyes rest heavily in your eye sockets. Eyebrows are soft with space between them. Tailbone is down as best you can. And you are at peace. Peace in your body. Peace in your mind. Let your soul refresh with each breath and find peace with each exhale. Briefly revisit those places of building tension and holding of tension. The area between the eyebrows, soften them. The jaws, find space between your teeth. Your tongue, such a powerful muscle, let it go, let it rest. Same with your shoulders, down and away from the ears. Deep, peaceful breaths and no thoughts. deepen your breath here for about 5 more breaths. If you'd like to stay here longer, go right ahead. I'm going to come into a fetal position for my final shavasana. You take whichever variation of final shavasana you would like whenever you are ready. So I'm going to come off the wall now by bringing my arms down by my sides. I'm going to bend my knees the way I came into this pose and place the soles of my feet on the wall. I'm going to press into my feet to remove the bolster. And then hips come down to the ground. I'm going to roll off the wall the way I came in and make my way back to my mat. Now, a yoga practice, you start in a child's pose. You go through a bunch of different movements that benefit and bring together your mind, your body, and your soul. Then you come back to your shavasana. Savasana means your body and a pose. Savasana is the final resting pose. So it's kind of letting everything go and just being born into a new creation. So I'm going to, for my final shavasana today, I'm going to set up that pillow again, like I had, with my block, my eye shade, and my towel, just kind of a nice little pillow. And I'm going to come onto one hip or the other, and I'm going to rest my head on the pillow. The way we began is the way we're going to end. And isn't that the truth about life? And Joseph Pilates said, first thing we do in life is we breathe. Last thing we do is we breathe. Have a whole lot of living and make those breaths count in between. So come to whatever's comfortable for you in your final shavasana. I'm lying on my side. I've got the blanket just for the weight to cover my hips. Maybe you cover all the way up. I'm going to place my head comfortably on this pillow setup. Or, if you prefer, you can come down to your mat. Just be comfortable. Eyes closed. Find peace here in your final shavasana. Breathe deeply and let everything go. Deep breaths and no thoughts. Deepen your breath. Take a deep breath in and a deep, slow breath out. Wherever you are, maybe you'd like to stay longer in your pose. Listen to your body and give it what it needs. If you're in your side lying final shavasana pose, let's slip the block away if you used it and roll onto your back. As you roll onto your back, come into a pentacle pose. We did this a lot today. Big capital letter X shape. Stretch it out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Bring everything back to center. Take a big refreshing breath in and a big release of any residual tension that you might have. Bring your arms down by your sides and your legs back to the midline. Soften in your shoulders. Turn your head from right to left and do it again. Right to left. Then back to the midline of your body. Slowly press on up and come to a comfortable seated position, whatever feels right for you today. And every day, do something different. Shake it up, right? Shake it up and enjoy. Bring your hands to prayer center. Lengthen up through your spine. Deep, deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Soften in your shoulders and root into the strong foundation beneath you. Gently blink your eyes open. You did it. You did an hour-long restorative practice. Just take a moment. How do you feel in your body? How do your shoulders feel? How do your hips feel? Just how does your mind and your heart feel? Come back to your stress number, the one you took in the beginning. What was it then and what is it now? As you go on with your day, protect your peace of mind, and by your endurance, you will gain your soul. Have a great day, everybody. See you on your mats tomorrow. And remember, tomorrow's practice, our Friday practice, if you're watching this on the weekend, just have fun and go back and do your thing. But if you're watching this practice on today, Thursday, our practice on Friday, which is our Yoga Plus Pilates, Yoga Plus bar, Yoga Plus weights, Yoga Plus, tomorrow is going to be sliders. Going to use a lot of sliders. It's only going to be a 30-minute long practice, but you're going to be glad it's a 30-minute long practice because it's going to be hard and it's going to be fun. Try it and then start your weekend. Have a great day. Be flexible in your calendar, be flexible in your scheduling, be flexible in your body, be flexible in your mind. Adapt. Enjoy. Have a great day. From me to you, much love. Namaste. Bye. Hey, Piper. Piper, come here. Piper, come. Piper, come. Such obedient dogs. Hey, come here. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Come on. It's not that hard. Did you sleep and rest deeply in your restorative practice? Did you do it your way? Did you do it your way? Today's yoga is done. You did it. You did an hour-long practice, and I am proud of you. Tell your friends what you're doing. Tell them why you feel so good. Tell them it's your yoga that gives you the energy to continue on this journey of life. Our yoga is free for anybody and everybody. They do it from the privacy of their own home, so it's a no intimidation zone. Have them check us out. If you'd like to support our broadcast, you can visit our website. It's www.316yoga.com. Enjoy your journey, enjoy your day, and see you on your mat tomorrow.